So there really is an underground lake here. Tell me, where is the medical facility?
It's not here. In fact, it never even existed in the first place.
But I've seen people carried in here with my own eyes. Where could they have all gone?
The answer is right in front of you. You need but open your eyes.
What do you mean?
Are you trying to say that they all drowned in this lake?
No. They are just what you see before you. What's left when matter ceases to be matter. Perhaps the scale is throwing you off. Let me show you what I'm getting at.
What?
No way. It can't be.
So then, this entire lake is...
Yes. All this is the hollowing.
I still don't follow, Miguel. What happened to your hand? And what is this hollowing you speak of?
This is what I wanted to show you, my lord. When a life form's drained of its astral energy, its physical form breaks down completely, a death leaving no physical remains. All that's left is a reflective substance, the only proof that matter once existed at all. That hollowing is the substance that fills this lake.
This whole lake. How many people? How many Danans?
You actually expect me to believe all that? That an astral arts illiterate Danan would know of this unseen atrocity? And that I, a Renan lord, would have no knowledge?
I have one last piece of evidence, Lord Dohalim. This is a fruit of Helgen, the cause of all of this.
What are you doing, Miguel?
Here is your proof, my lord. Proof of the bounds of your knowledge. Proof of the countless Danan deaths under your watch. No, they were not merely deaths. Those Danans were completely erased. And now, the only testament is that lake of hollowing.
Miguel!
Someone close to you is behind all of this. This person is amassing huge amounts of astral energy. You have to stop them. You're the only one who can prevent Menancia from returning to the living hell that it was once before. I beg you, for the future of the utopia you have created, please stop them. Don't let your dream die just as it's become a reality.
Wait a minute, I don't know if I...
Miguel! Miguel! Miguel!
Forgive me, Kisara. I'm sorry. It was the only way I could open his eyes. I didn't have much time left anyway. Please, help our Lord Dohalim to make our greatest dream a reality.
What is this? His master core's going berserk!
Miguel! Miguel!
I know all you want is peace, but we need your help. We've got to get him under control.
Damn! If he wasn't already strong enough!
Pray forgive me this, my lord.
Portal Blade! Talon Hurricane! Eagle Fly!
That rock is huge!
Watch out, everyone! All mine! Not today!
What's this? Armor won't save you!
You're mine! It's over!
I'm just getting started!
It's over!
Far enough! In the sky, it's mine! Hurricane! Eagle Fly!
Take this!
This one's mine!
Crunch! I'm not finished!
I'm out!
Whirlwind, not in your dreams! Here's a healing art!
This time! Take this! You picked the wrong fight!
Raging Cascade! Sleep now! Here's a healing art!
I have no limits! Try harder! Now! Here I come! It's over! Right! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Shattering the... Attack time!
Lunar Kick!
That frickin' does it!
Now the hurricane! Lightning condemned!
Try harder! It's this it?
Damn it! Look out for the charge attack!
Nothing gets through me. This I swear.
Glacial
Not
Spear.
done yet!
Here's
Talon
Eagle.
Hurricane!
Free
I'm
blow.
on a roll now!
I'll bring you back from this storm. Resuscitation.
Crumble!
Here's a healing art. If it's in the sky,
Blade.
it's mine.
I'm just getting started!
Here I come!
I never miss.
You're finished! Try harder!
Watch it!
Dance in the wind.
Can't move!
No further.
He stopped moving!
Get him now!
Please forgive me.
Lightning orb. More where that came from. Here's a healing art.
Not just shattering the...
I'm not done!
Attack time!
It's over!
I'm on fire! Now I'm in the groove!
Portal Blade!
Here's a healing art. First
I
aid.
owe you! Take this! It's over!
Not on my watch.
Eagle Fly!
Here I come!
Great show! I'm just getting started!
Not today! You're mine!
Talon Hurricane! Watch it! Talon Storm!
Magic is here. Let's flip the blade.
That's the spot!
You're mine! Look sharp! Lightning
Tiger
Tiger Blade!
Blade!
I'll heal you all.
Eat
I'm not
this!
Try harder! Not a chance!
I'll heal you all! Dance in the wind! Healing kick in here!
Swallow blade!
Lunar Hurricane! Blood blast! Dance in the wind! Hard up! Those in the sky! Raging cascade! Glacial spear! Piercing this one's line!
Talent storm! Take this! Swallow blade!
Corruption! Dance in the wind!
Swarm!
Air trap!
I'm just getting
Light astral energy!
Lunar pieces! Attack time! Over?
Here's a healing art! Dance in the wind! Sleep now!
Eat this!
Another power down! Mega ray! Set it on aqua!
I'm on a roll now!
With arc field! Annihilation! Mega ray!
I can carve through armor!
Here goes! Lightning down!
I'm ready!
I'll bring you back from death to this! Lightning not in your dreams! Resuscitation! Dance in the wind!
Denied!
In here!
Away!
North of the sky!
Here I go! Swallow blade!
Thunder blade! Glacial spear! Piercing hook! Wind astral energy! I never miss! Dance in the wind!
Take this!
Here now! This way! Here goes! More rock!
Looking good!
Dance in the wind! Dragon tail! Light axe lightning containment! Thunder blade!
Rip and tear!
Thank you.
I'm on a roll! That's bring it down! I can carve through armor!
Lunar Horizon!
Oh, you are gonna pay for that! Dragon shell!
Corruption!
By the power of water! Common hurricane! Glimmer
I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Resuscitation!
Rip and tear!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Swallow dance!
Resuscitation!
Dragon shell!
What's this? Pathetic!
Stay away from my friend!
Dance in the wind! Raging cascade!
Swallow dance!
Steel force! Raging cascade!
Lord Dohalim!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclops!
Are you all right? What was that just now? I understand this is a lot for you to take in, but Miguel trusted you.
Impossible. I have no such power. Truth be told, I never wanted this. I never wanted to be a lord. However, competing for a position in the crown contest was required of me, and in the process, I took the life of a dear friend. The life I took and the bloodshed, the hatred that it earned me. It was far more than I could ever bear. But the screams and tears of the slaves, they would reawaken my memories of that day. The memories of my friend's scream and the tears of the one who mourned him. I couldn't take it any longer. I didn't want to remember.
So that's it? That's the real reason you freed the Danans? Just so you wouldn't have to listen to their screams?
Wait.
So everything you've done...
Precisely. It was simply to distance myself from all the pain and death, all for my own selfish ends. And if it made everyone happy in the process, well, then that was just an added benefit. Or perhaps I truly did believe in those ideals at one point. But living up to them was never my aim.
Impossible. Your dream of coexistence? The ideals that you always championed? So you're saying that everything you stood for? You're saying it was all just a self-obsessed lie? Tell me it isn't true, Lord Dohalim. Because my brother believed in you in your dream!
Forgive me.
So this is who you really are?
Stop!
Let go! Let me go! Let me go!
It's enough, Kisara!
Let go!
Stop!
I'll tear him apart! I swear
Are you trying to ignore your brother's dying wish? He entrusted you with his dream!
Just kill me. I'm nothing. I am but a shell of a man now. I'm just a pitiful coward who shrank from his duties. I would only ask that you make it quick.
This man... This is the person my brother died for. And for what? For what? I need you to get out of my sight right now. Go, before I change my mind!
Are you feeling any better?
Yeah, a little. Thanks.
What are we gonna do now?
I still have unfinished business with Dohalim.
He's a world away from the Lord Balsef was. There's no need for us to fight him, Shion.
In case you've forgotten,
Guys! I think something's going on outside.
Kisara! There you are!
What's happening?
Kelzelik has started an insurrection. He's driving all of the Danans out of the palace.
What? Has he lost his mind? What about Lord Dohalim?
We don't know where he is, Captain. We thought maybe you would.
No, I don't. I haven't seen him since we were inside the quarry.
Damn. Well, either way, I wouldn't go near the palace. Any suspected Renan sympathizers are being arrested on sight. This whole thing is a powder keg about to explode. Best prepare for the worst.
I guess not all of the Renans here like the idea of coexisting with the Danans after all.
So this is it. This is the real Menancia.
Are you giving up?
On what? This realm is already finished. It perished along with my brother's dream.
That's a shame. And I guess all the people who believed in that dream are on their own out there, aren't they? Not all of the Renan sided with Kelzelik. There's still hope, Kisara. Your brother's dream is only dead when there's nobody left who believes in it. Am I wrong?
You're right. I'm going to the palace. I need to see what's happening there with my own eyes. What are you all doing?
I thought it was pretty clear. We're coming with you.
I appreciate the thought, really. But there's no need for you all to get involved in this.
Dohalim said it himself, right? All of us. We're liberators.
Thank you.
Will things be okay in the city?
I'm concerned about that as well. But for now, let us get to the palace.
Right. We'd best clamp down on things at the source before they get out of control.
The fact the enemy's holding themselves up tells me they're not exactly happy to see us.
We have to stop Sir Kelzelik.
Don't you think it's about time you drop the sir?
He always treated us Danans with such warmth and kindness. Did he have such bad intentions all along? I just can't bring myself to believe it.
Forget about intentions. We should assume he's the one who's behind all these incidents. It's not surprising to me that there are Renans in Menancia who resent Dohalim, but I didn't expect one would be so close to him.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I guess all of us here in Menancia are still some way off from being a truly united realm, aren't we?
Are you going to be okay, Kisara?
I don't know, but I definitely don't want things to end like this. Please, lend me your strength.
Of course. Anyone who tries to oppress others is our enemy, and we'll gladly stand against them. Besides, I want to believe that this realm really can do better too. I thought we'd see fighting throughout the city, but it's dead quiet.
Either Dohalim's allies have been arrested, or they're keeping a low profile.
Meaning... the rebels are occupying the palace? Then let's hurry up and kick those bastards out. This place is awfully quiet for a siege palace.
Such a huge place is spooky without all those people here.
They're probably waiting to ambush us.
With so few Renans here, I guess this is what it's like when the Danans are expelled and the ruling minority are all that's left. My money's on them using Zeugles to even the odds.
I don't even see any Danan guardsmen.
The fact that they're not at their stations tells me they really have been driven out. We all swore an oath of loyalty to Lord Dohalim. My fellow guards wouldn't abandon their post lightly.
Speaking of which, where the heck is he?
How could this be happening?
Any idea where we should go in the main building?
Let's try the Lord's chamber.
Worth a shot.
Hey, Law, you can bust that wall open, can't you?
Well, let's give it a try and find out!
You sure about that? From what I hear, that thing can stop even a cannonball.
On second thought, let's see if there's a release mechanism somewhere.
Kisara, do you have any idea just what Kelzelik might be planning at the palace?
It's hard to say. I've never seen him use any powerful arts, and I don't think he's particularly skilled with any weapons either. However, I have noticed him accompanied by something strange from time to time.
What kind of strange?
I don't know. I couldn't see anything with him, but I could sense something was there. Probably some sort of Zoogle.
An invisible Zoogle?
We'd better be careful in any case. I'd rather we not find out after it jumps us and tries to rip our throats out.
What's with that shining foe over there?
This won't be easy.
You're mine!
Don't be such a pussy!
On my lord! Dragon Form!
No shield can stand up to these fish!
I see one, eh? We got flyers!
I've got one! Let him marksman him!
Okay! All yours! Slash! Come on, Horror Blade! It's almost coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me help!
Here I come!
First aid!
I can carve through armor!
My feeling!
Here now!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Dance in the wind!
Not a chance!
One
This
more!
time!
Dragon Samurai!
Rising Falcon!
More for the stockpile! With this, I can become even stronger!
Right, here goes!
It's weakened!
This ends now! Dragon Swarm!
A showdown between blade and fish!
Now you'll learn! Dragon Swarm!
Raging
Smash
Cascade!
you!
My turn!
Healing circle!
Astral Arts?
That's my cue!
Shut him down! No escape! Horror Blade! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor. I think this is a key to the noble room of the castle.
A noble what?
The room at the northern end of this floor. Maybe the release mechanism is in there.
Gone!
I see one, eh? Dragon Swarm! It's on! Burn it all! Take down their defenses! For my lord!
All cities to burn down!
Dragon Swarm! We're not finished! Its armor's too strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest! Dragon Swarm!
I'm on it!
You're mine!
Not my watch!
Swallow Blade! You're mine!
no more! Not Take this! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! This is the power of the blazing sword! An opponent like this should be easy. Now you'll learn! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Here I go! I'm only getting
This one's all mine!
energy!
Not today! You're mine!
Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Everyone hanging in there?
Go no further!
They really don't give up, do they?
Dragon Swarm!
I'm only getting started.
Take this!
Lightning confiscated!
You're finished! Swallow Blade!
Seems about right to me.
Little help!
You're mine! Engaging!
You'll have no mercy!
Burn it out!
Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Here's a healing
My
orb.
God!
First aid! Sleep now.
Nothing therefore!
I'll be saving this one.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor. Is that some kind of note the rebels left?
Hey, it mentions the release mechanism we're looking for. But
This isn't enough to go on.
Little help!
Now you'll learn! I can carve through! I won't show you any mercy!
Glacial spear!
You're mine! Swallow Blade! An astral
That's my cue!
Shut him down! This one's all mine! Dredge him!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I won't forgive you!
Take this!
Bring him down!
Ignite!
Eat this!
Dragon Sword! Swallow Blade!
Fire support! Punch that gun out of your hand! Engaging!
Only getting started!
Fire in the
Not on my watch!
Dragon Swarm!
Report! Mission!
Crazy letting!
Fire in the hole!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Go no further!
Where are you going? That freaking does it!
Here I go!
I'm on!
Hope this works!
You're mine!
I'll
Now I'm
take
real
my
mad!
revenge on you!
My shield? It's over! I'm on!
Where's that finish?
Do it! Blue! Astral energy!
Say no more. Now!
Nothing gets by me!
Not today!
Mine!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
What's this thing?
I'm going in! You got spirit!
Raging storm! More with that kick! Fire support! Astral energy!
Anything you want!
Feel by the more projectile! Now!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Everyone hanging in there? Look! Another note from the rebels.
If we combine it with the note we found before, then there should be a key inside a cabinet in the office.
Great. Let's see if we can find it.
No backing down! Bring him down! I'll smash you!
Lunar corruption! Confiscated!
I'm the true gunslinger around here! It's fire support!
It's all mine! You're mine! You're finished!
Lunar completed! Lunar blast!
You're finished! Fall back!
Eat this!
Mission! Eat dirt!
In here! By the
Eat this!
Lunar
Dragon!
Take this! It's over!
More with that kick from
Dragon Swarm!
Take that!
I need to be stronger. Let's dispose of the trash.
Now you'll learn!
Far enough!
Ready!
Eagle Fly!
It's over!
Detonado!
Demon Fang! Fall back!
Team force! Lightning canal!
Support!
Dragon Swarm!
Dust to dust!
Take this!
Light
You're finished!
Air thrust!
I wonder if I'm as strong as my dad was.
One day I think you'll surpass him.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Anyone, eh? My shield!
Wall! Lightning canal!
Power Blade!
Thunderblade! Healing circle!
You think that shield will save you?
Lord! You're finished!
Thank you.
I never miss!
Mission!
Radiant sword!
You picked the wrong fight!
Gear cone!
You're mine!
Laser cyclone!
Swallow Blade! Dragon! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Don't get complacent.
forgive you!
Swallow blade!
Rage attacking! Here! I'll be
Try harder!
this one!
Now you see what I can do!
Learn extra large!
You're mine! Squat!
Now!
Is this on for size?
It's over! Take this!
Wind astral energy!
Right.
Right.
Looks like some solid equipment. Hey, look at that enemy!
Brace yourselves! This one's tough!
Engaging!
Not on my watch!
It's tough!
Fire in the hole!
Not today!
It's a duel of the arts!
I see one, eh?
Dragon Swarm! We got flyers!
I've got
not finished!
Do it!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Dance in the wind!
Not a chance! No escape!
We've not
Rising Falcon! Now! It's over!
Flame of fury!
Rising No chance! You're finished!
Take that!
Astral energy!
Say no more! I can feel my power growing!
This looks nice and tough.
Even if Danans and Renans aren't on completely equal footing, both sides still cared about each other. And now we have to fight some of those same Renans inside the palace.
Don't forget, we're here fighting to keep what makes this realm so special alive. Don't lose hope, Kisara.
Out of our way!
Here I come!
Now you'll learn!
It's over!
Dragon Swarm! I'll smash you!
Raging Cascade! Here's a healing art!
Do it!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Mega
Oh, no! Dragon Swarm! Burn it out!
I'll finish you here and now!
You're mine! It's over!
First strike!
Where's your finish? Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Oh! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! My turn!
Arch Field!
I'm not done! Swallow Blade!
Confiscated!
Dragon Swarm!
Eagle Fly! Do it!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Seems about right to me.
Did that finally get rid of the wall?
To think they would hide it in Lord Dohalim's personal quarters. The nerve of these people.
They won't get away with it for much longer.
That's right. We have to hurry to the Lord's chamber. Let's go!
Well, well, if it isn't the slaves and the traitor. I don't remember giving you permission to enter the palace.
So it's true. You really are the one behind all this, Kelzelik.
I don't remember giving you permission to speak either. Know your place, slave!
Now we see his true colors.
Yeah, a despicable excuse for a human being. Though really, I guess that makes him pretty ordinary, huh?
Kelzelik, you were Lord Dohalim's most trusted advisor. His closest ally. Why would you betray him?
Don't be a fool! I didn't serve him because I wanted to. I expect a mere slave would know, but there are many powerful contenders for the position of Lord. A contest of strength determines the one who will be Lord and undisputed ruler of a realm. There is no choice in the selection. If my master had any ambitions of becoming the sovereign, I would have gladly served him.
But he had no intention of fighting for the crown.
Indeed. Can you slaves even imagine how that looked to the rest of us? Enduring the whims of an ambitionless lord, all we could do was wait for the end as we suffered through our humiliation.
You want suffering? Try being Danon for a day.
So you plotted against Lord Dohalim in secret. And when my brother found out...
And I would do it all again if it meant returning Menancia to its rightful state! A realm where Danans are slaves and Renans their masters. It's the natural order.
Enough! Who are you to decide what is natural or rightful, traitor? Miguel, my brother. He dreamed of building a world free of suffering. He gave his life for that dream. And all you've managed to build is a lake of death! You killed my brother! And now you'll die for it! My brother's dead because of you!
Why should I concern myself with the passing of one pathetic slave?
Have you no shame?
Careful! What's the way to camouflage? Searing flame! Reload!
Aim for the weak spot!
I'm on a roll now!
You're mine! Take this! Right!
That's enough!
Dragon Swarm!
Dragon!
You're finished!
Recover!
Thanks!
I'm
not done!
Tectonic punch!
Swallow blade!
All this, you hear it now!
Razor Cyclone!
I won't lose. Not now, not ever. I owe you one.
Eagle Side!
Here I come! It's over!
Primed and ready!
It vanished again?
Listen carefully and keep your eyes peeled.
I never miss! Mark the stockpile!
I can carve through armor!
Swallow blade!
Here I go!
You're mine! Here I come!
Here, let me help!
It's over!
Swallow blade!
Here I come! It's over! Swallow blade! You're mine!
Freeze
Here I
blade!
come! No escape!
Eagle Side!
Gravitas field!
It's over!
Sleep now!
Strike! Dragon Swarm!
Bring out corruption! Ready to go! By the power of...
Denied! Alright, it's down!
Here I come! Slash! It's on! Ignite!
Crumble! Healing!
Just getting started! Dragon Swarm!
Cover the caster!
Strike blade! Swallow blade!
Air thrust! Photon dance in the wind! Sleep now!
Here I come!
I'll be safe!
Try harder! Now! Strike!
Smash you! What's this?
Mega ray! Primed and ready!
Watch it!
I never miss! Here goes!
No escape!
Sleep now! More for the stockpile! Healing
Here I come! I'm not done!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! First strike!
Here's a healing
Rip and tear!
Now! First aid!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Glacial spear!
You're mine!
There's evil!
You're finished!
Freeze
It's
blade!
done! Burn in hell!
All finish you hear it now!
Leave the charges to me!
Reload! Thunder blade!
Eagle Side!
It's over!
Sword!
Dragon Swarm!
Gemini Aqua! Light axe lightning!
That move!
Here comes a big one!
Here, let me help! First aid! Dance in the wind! Lightning!
I'm on it!
Sleep now!
You're mine!
Whoa! You alright?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
It's Here's a healing arc!
I owe you one!
I'm on it!
No
Lightning
escape!
condemned!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down! Strike!
Radiant
Dragon Swarm!
Primed and ready! I never miss!
Dragon Shell! Here I come! Swallow blade!
Will this help?
Dragon Swarm! Do it! Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here, let me help!
one's all
Here's
mine.
lightning condemned!
Burn!
Thunder blade!
Glitter
Not in
Dragon!
your dreams!
You're finished!
It's over!
Denied!
Lightning orb! Healing battle!
That's the spot.
Raging cascade!
Try harder! Now!
Mine.
Here I come!
Where are you going?
It's over!
Talon storm!
Take this!
Gravitas field!
Talon Hurricane!
Mega ray!
What's this?
You're mine!
Lightning orb!
It's over!
Raging cascade!
Here I come! I'm not done!
Attack time!
Dance in the wind!
Take this!
Air
Strike!
thrust!
Slash!
Photon
I will
thrust!
know you.
Talon Hurricane! Take this!
Eagle
You're
Side!
finished!
What's this?
Talon Storm!
First aid! Lightning orb!
Take this!
Almost there!
Or close enough.
Field.
Take it away, Law.
I thought you'd never ask.
This one's all mine!
Talon Hurricane!
Here, let me help.
To me!
First dance. Here
I'll
goes.
finish you here and now! Far enough! Here comes something big!
Try to dodge. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Magic cyclone. Here's let me help dream. Lightning descent. Glacial spear.
You're mine!
Talon
You're
storm.
finished.
Freeze lancer.
Dragon Swarm!
All good things come to an end.
This isn't looking good.
Here, healing from the wind. Seal. Back into the fray. Annihilate. Where are you going?
You're finished!
More where that came from.
Take this!
Anything in armor is all mine!
I can't heal you forever.
Finished!
That's all finish you here and
Try
now!
harder! Now!
That's
Here I come!
In here.
It's over! Slide!
Lunar blast. Back into the fray. Raging storm. More where that came from.
I can handle it! All good things come to an
Deny!
end.
Better if you don't get up.
Here I come! It's over! Burn in hell! First strike! Take this! Dragon Swarm!
Do it! Raging
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
You filthy slaves are despicable!
Your dreams of attaining lordship are no more. Give up, Kelzelik.
Attaining lordship? Ridiculous. Only those who possess a master core can become a lord. What, did you think just anyone could do it?
But then, what were you trying to accomplish with this? Didn't you betray your lord?
Yes, that's true. However, there are other lords.
Other lords? So you mean...
At last, the truth is revealed.
Dohalim, where have you been this whole time?
Cleaning up. Kelzelik, you've made your last of these.
The fruit of Helgen?
It can't be. You found my production facility?
Correct. And I tore it down. But something still troubles me. It's clear that this is no ordinary fruit. Nor was the equipment used to grow it. You couldn't have done all this without outside assistance. Indeed. Something like this must have come from another realm. Sar, perhaps?
You actually expect me to talk now? At this point, the contest for the crown will be over soon enough. And you will finally receive the punishment you deserve for your weakness.
I've already received my punishment. May this be my final act as the Lord of Elder Menancia. Go to Mahag Sar, Ganeth Harrows, wherever you think you'll find a suitable lord.
Are you alright with this? He killed your brother after all.
He did. But then I thought, he's nothing more than one common, ordinary Renan. He's not worthy of my time or my anger, right?
So after everything, was the dream of coexisting just a dream?
What is that?
Those are the cheers of the brave Danans who overpowered Kelzelik's forces.
Wait, they challenged the Renans?
Indeed. A militia made up of Danan guardsmen, Renan supporters, and of course, the Gold Dust Cats.
Do we have you to thank for bringing them all together?
Regardless of what your original motivations were, your dream of coexistence saved countless lives. And now, those people out there are fighting to keep that dream alive. That's something real.
Be that as it may, they do so now by their own hands. These people no longer need any lord.
Where are you going?
To put an end to the crown contest. So long as its madness persists, peace will remain ever out of reach. I cannot allow it to continue.
The crown contest impacts far more than just the Danans. You're choosing to fight Lenegis and the entire Empire.
I am well aware. However, if I wish to keep this dream from dying, then I have little choice in the matter. Besides, it's the least I can do.
So you're gonna go out there and make that dream real on your own?
You may be decided on your path, but that doesn't make it any less difficult.
Why not walk that road with us?
Pardon?
You heard me. We're fighting to liberate the Danans. You're fighting for the people of this realm. I'd say we're on the same path, really. It would only make sense for us to walk it together.
Danan dissidents, side by side with a Renan lord? Not the least intriguing invitation I've received. An invitation which would only be proper courtesy for me to accept.
I'll take that as a yes.
Hey, where'd Kisara go? I don't see her anywhere.
Maybe she just needed some time alone. A lot's happened.
That makes sense. She did just lose her brother after all.
We ought to keep moving as well. So long as there are lords who draw breath, we have a mission to complete. Kisara's a big girl. I'm sure she can handle herself. We should hurry on ahead to our next destination.
I guess you're right. And it is a lot safer here than it was. What do you think, Dohalim?
I am not sure I have the right to say anything as far as Kisara is concerned.
Fair enough. Well, I, for one, would like to say goodbye if we get a chance. Let's keep an eye out for her as we leave.
What's Kisara going to do now?
I'm sure it's complicated for her.
How's that for a kick? I'm getting better, right?
Quite.
Where did Kisara run off to?
You don't think she took off after Kelzelik, do you?
No. Nagal entrusted her with his dream. She wouldn't do something reckless like that. Right now, I think she just needs time to think. What she does from here on out is up to her. She has to be the one to decide.
Reached our destination.
You all arrived here from Cislodia, yes? In that case, you should depart via the south gate, rather than the one you arrived through.
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even go? I hope this place survives. You think the Danans and Renans have a chance of getting along? We didn't really do much to change things around here, did we?
This realm had its own walls to overcome. And in the end, it was the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us. I hope they keep going. I really do.
Yeah, well, If you say so, I guess. Huh?
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Legil?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
Did you come to say goodbye?
Actually, I was wondering if you could use another companion.
Huh?
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along. We just figured you'd stay behind and help rebuild. These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind. Ever since Miguel died, I've been thinking a lot. About where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing. It's true that our dream of coexistence saved many Danan lives, but we were naive and short-sighted. I was so wrapped up in my idea of how things should be that I didn't see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia. And so I never bothered to look too far past its surface. I chose to be ignorant. And because of that, because of me, my brother...
Miguel's death wasn't your fault, Kisara.
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free, or gained without sacrifice. Now that I know that, I'll just have to figure out what else I don't know.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Eldam and Sia from outside the dream world, for the sake of those still inside.
And here I thought you joined for an opportunity on my life.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. I truly am. I don't blame you for what happened. But I must also leave your service. No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renan Lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream. All I ask is that you do your part, that you fight alongside me, not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do. Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All right, where to, team?
We make for Mahag Sar, the Valley of the Four Winds.
I'm amazed how easily you can move such a giant shield around like it's nothing.
Really? It's not actually as heavy as it looks.
It's really reassuring to have someone like you protecting us, though.
You know, I guess I never realized it before, but looking back, I've always been the sort to put myself in harm's way to protect those around me, even before I joined the Eldam and Sia Guard. So in a way, using this shield to keep you all safe feels like it's what I was meant to do.
You don't need to worry about protecting me. I don't plan on relying on you.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I don't protect people because they ask me to. I do it because I want to, and because I think it's the right thing to do. That goes for you too, Dohalim.
Me?
Yes. You see, you and I both want the same thing. We have the same goal. That means it's in my best interest to continue to protect and keep you safe as well. Even now.
I'm not sure how much protecting I'll need either, but I appreciate the thought. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Kisara.
Right. You can all count on me.
What was Kelzelik even after in the end?
Isn't it obvious? Clearly he wanted the throne for himself, and was gonna have his goons execute Dohalim to get it.
He had to have known he couldn't hope to defeat a lord. He should have run while he had the chance, instead of holding himself up in the palace.
Maybe he thought he couldn't run? Either way, the outcome's the same.
So he got desperate and decided to go for broke?
One might argue that he was another victim of mine, in a sense.
Huh?
There is no greater calling in life to a Renin than the crown contest, yet I refused to take part. The shock he felt at that must have been truly immense. Enough to drive him to revolt, even though doing so meant defying Renin hierarchy.
I know I've said this before, but Danans and Renins wouldn't coexist here if it wasn't for your stance.
But that was no lofty idealism on my part, nor do I feel any pride at what occurred.
Spare us the pity party. You literally just joined us to uphold those ideals.
Shion?
No, she is absolutely correct. I shall speak no more of my misgivings.
You see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't
Right.
Excuse me! Well... Really?
Good.
What the? Seriously?
All right.
Looks like we get to sleep with a for our heads.
I sense a poor soul who is in dire need.
Sounds like art. Oh? Yeah. Yeah. Why?
What?
Yeah. Got it. Great. I hate that woman. Well... yeah. I don't think I'll ever quite warm up to her. But I can respect her passion for books.
That can't be. No.
Oh, wow!
Hey!
Uh-huh.
Oh?
Why?
Whoa!
Watch it! Hey! Oh?
Huh? No way.
Hey! We could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Hey, if we find anyone who needs help here...
I know. We'll ma- You okay?
Yeah!
Okay.
Huh?
Here we go!
We've reached our destination.
Is it just me, or is anyone else peckish?
Brace yourselves! This one's tough! No escape!
You have to aim for the right area on their back. Fall into thy own arch
Clutch,
shield.
hit a word, hurt smoke! You're mine! Eat this!
Don't mind if I do.
Take this! Its armor's too strong!
It'll split it open!
Be my guest!
Take
Take this!
Talon
Hear
Hurricane!
me!
Dragon Force!
I'm not feeling so great.
Rock and ready! Air thrust! I never miss! One action in the wind!
Now you see what I can do!
This'll come in handy.
I'm not done! This one's all mine! Okay, here I go!
Do they not teach you to say thank you, Indiana? Not to a Renin they
These
don't?
fists have got your name on them! I hope this thing is really bruised!
Burn!
I'll tear you apart!
Take this!
Slow down!
It's over! Dragon! Now or never!
Talon Hurricane! There you go! In a bind! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'm on it!
You're mine! You're finished! Stay away from my friends! Take this!
I'll bring you back from
You're
death
finished!
abyss. In here! Resuscitation! I'll be saving this one!
Here I come!
Not done yet!
It's over!
Raging storm!
Now I can let loose!
I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough.
Yes, ma'am! I'll finish you here
It
at
looks like you got this one covered!
It was nice while
Here's nothing help dreams! First
Take
light!
this! It's over! This one's all mine! Ignite!
I never miss! This'll come in handy!
Armor won't save you!
Here I come! Strike! Dragon Force!
I'm impressed! Up and down! Let's go!
Dragon Force! Is this it?
Now or never!
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I hear.
Nope, that'd be silly.
I'll tear you apart!
Denied!
Resuscitation!
I'll finish you here and now!
I'm not done yet.
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Back from death
I'm on
to
rush!
Swallow blade!
All good things
I'll
come
heal
to
you
an end.
all. That's been a smart.
Take this!
I can't hold on much longer!
Swallow blade!
I'll tear you apart!
Supernova!
It's finished!
Let's do it! Sleep now. Let's get you all tucked away.
Blow away! I've let you all down.
Let me help.
You'll pay for that! I'm not done!
Let's get you all tucked away. Thunder field! Lunar corruption!
Prepare to be seen!
A banana! Let's go! I hope if it's in the sky. Beyond! By the power! Get on to where are you going?
I'm ready!
Glacial Spear.
Pierce evil! Wind astral and... Alright! It's showtime! I'll bring you back from down to bed!
Swallow blade!
Cascade!
Burn in hell!
Resuscitation! Now! Here,
You're
let me
finished!
help. Get you
Not
all
done
tucked
yet.
away. First aid!
Thanks.
Lightning condemned!
First strike!
Spear!
You're mine! It's over!
blade!
No!
Reload!
Can't end here!
Reload! Got it! Annihilation! Front field! Photon! Raging! Here's a healing art! First aid! Now. This'll come in handy. Ha! Lightning! Let's go! Thunder blow!
Can't get out of this!
Healing circle! Photon blast!
Now you see what I can do!
Blast of the wind!
Nothing
Get
gets
on
by
the
me.
board! My astral energy!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Dragon powered up! Glimmer! I'll finish you here and now!
Raging cascade! Here's a
Dragon
healing art!
shell!
In here!
You're mine!
I'll be
It's
saving
over.
this one!
Primed and
I'm
ready. Where are you going?
You're mine!
Now!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
Here's a healing art!
You're mine!
First aid!
I owe you
Finish you
one.
here and now!
Dance
You're
to the wind!
mine!
Lunar corruption!
You're finished!
Lunar blast! Thunder
Take this!
field! They're not playing around! I'll heal you all!
God!
In here! Heal on up there with the others!
Spot.
Dance in the...
It's gonna attack!
Real! Right! Watch out! This is...
Here I come!
Here goes!
I've let you all down.
Can't move!
Steel force! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Far enough!
I'll bring you back from
In a bind?
Ready! Supernova!
I'm not done yet!
Raging cascade!
Take this!
Spread! Dance in the wind!
Here I come!
Hey, now see that you don't get in trouble
Get on
again.
in there! Will this help?
I'm gonna need more of that medicine.
Now this one's mine! Dance in the wind! I never miss!
Is this it?
I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Tempest! Resuscitation! Where that came from? Here, let me help! Light astral raging cascade! Sleep now! Get on in there with the others!
Eagle Rod!
Take thunder field! You're mine! Like that! Still raging
Ready to go!
cascade! I'll heal you all! In here!
Dragon! Now I'm in a bind!
Healing circle! Photon blast!
Eat this!
Reload! Hey, that... The enemy is going all out!
Far enough!
Glacial Spear!
Here's a punch! I'll smash you! I'll finish you here and now!
Wind astral energy!
Eat
Let me
this!
help!
Rolling
Photon
down!
raging cascade! Close one! Steel lunar corruption!
There!
By the power of water! Ready!
Stop!
There! Into the shadow! Steel force!
this it?
I'm all stuffed up! Where are you going?
I'm not done! Prepare to be skied!
I'm ready!
I'm not done! Dragon Force!
Light Astral
Now I'm in the groove! Here I come! You're
Glacial
finished!
Spear! Pierce evil!
This one's all mine! Not today! You're mine!
Lunar Corruption! Lunar They're not playing around!
I can carve through armor!
Annihilation! Lightning! Confiscated!
Dragon Here comes something big!
Try to dodge!
Atomic punch!
Back into the fray!
Eat this!
I never miss! Dance in the wind!
Not my
Now or never! Light Astral Energy! Lunar Corruption!
Here we go again! Take this! Crush! Leave the charges to me!
Lightning Orb!
Talon Hurricane! This one's all mine!
Gemini Aqua!
Burn! All citizens here now! Blow away!
Denied! Lunar Blast!
Here I come!
Raging Cascade! It's
I'm
weakened!
not done! This ends now! Swallow
Let's get
blade!
you all tucked away!
Slash!
Lunar Corruption!
Start!
A banana combo! One last lightning condemned! Just what the doctor ordered!
Take this!
Flame of Fury!
It's over!
Burning!
Slash! Swallow blade!
Piercing! Raging Cascade!
I'm gonna need more than this! Crumble! You're finished!
Arc Seal!
Slash!
Confiscated!
Swallow blade!
Lightning!
Talon Hurricane!
The enemy is going all out!
blade!
Reload! Dance in the wind! Mine! Sleep now! I never miss!
Prepare to be
More for the
sealed!
stockpile!
Take this! I'm on!
That
Take
move!
this! Here comes a big one! All good things come to an end!
I'm ready! Here I go!
Ignite!
Just getting started! One at a time! Raise our
Take
cycle!
this! Take this! Rip and tear! Swallow blade! Slash!
Denied!
You're finished!
By the power of water! Raging Cascade!
I've let you all down.
Spread! Photon! Raging Cascade! Annihilation! Mega Ray! Here's the Raging Cascade!
The picture of
Reload! I'll be saving this one! Detonado! Right, one at a time!
Take this!
Photon Slash!
Here I
Raging
come!
not on my watch!
Eat this! It's over!
In a bind?
Slash! Swallow blade!
Such a
Harder!
failure.
My turn!
Dance in the wind!
Dragon
Sleep
Swarm!
now! Let's get you all tucked away!
Swallow blade!
Lightning condemned! Thunder blade! I can do this all day! Thunder field!
Leave it!
Raging cascade! It's about to strike!
Look sharp, everyone!
Annihilation! Mega ray!
Slash!
I'm all stuck!
Dragon Swarm!
Mega ray!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Hear me! Flame of Fury! Burning!
Burn!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Freeze
Take this!
laser!
Slash!
This one's mine! Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Knowing when we're in too deep is necessary to survive.
We may tend to push ourselves a little too hard.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Okay.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help.
Hello.
Huh.
Kisara.
Right!
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
This one's mine.
Going in! I'll take out the leg with my shield!
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
Here I come!
Take this!
It's over!
Lunar corruption. Lunar blast. Lion power.
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
Hold on!
I'm not done!
Annihilation.
Thank you.
Tiger blade! My head spinning, just watch!
I can carve through armor.
Here goes!
Here goes.
Slash!
Reload.
Dragon Swarm!
Tiger blade! Lion power!
Annihilation.
I'm not done! You're finished!
Flaming meteor!
Lunar
Take
corruption.
this! It's
By the
on!
power of water.
Here I come!
Mega ray.
Not today!
I'll face you.
Tiger
Take
blade.
this!
Healing
Tornado
shower.
Drive! Dragon Swarm!
Elusive deity.
Your fluidity of your moves are
Simply stop you dying?
right.
Now! You're mine!
You may be strong.
But I'll never back down! Take this!
Far enough!
I never miss.
No escape!
Elusive deity.
Here
Now
I
or
come!
never.
Here, let me
Can't
help.
get out of this.
I'm impressed. Here I go.
Here I come! Slash!
I'm pressing on.
Power Blade! Slash!
Take this. Elusive deity.
Water. Mega ray.
This one! Hold nothing back! Swallow Blade! Dragon Swarm!
Healing shot.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Flame.
Burn in hell!
Reload. Expert, come and try.
Flame.
Flame of
You're
fury.
mine!
Not on my watch.
Swallow Blade!
Here's evil.
Begin.
You're mine!
One is mine!
Dragon Swarm!
Deity.
Tiger blade!
Swallow Blade!
Lion
Not so
power!
fast.
Gravitas field. Mega
Swallow
ray.
Blade!
I'm all chopped up.
Slash! Swallow Blade! Try harder!
By the
My
power
turn!
of water.
Move it! Slash!
Mega ray.
Swallow
This
Blade!
one's mine!
Slash!
Tiger blade!
Tornado
Flame
drive.
of fury. Burning strike.
Glacial spear!
This one's mine. Freeze laser.
Shot!
I never miss.
Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
Resonate with the earth.
Denied!
You're finished!
Annihilation.
This one's all mine!
I'm ready.
Kisara!
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Here I come!
Power of water.
This
Here I
one's
come!
mine!
Take this.
Swallow Blade!
Tiger shield.
Ah!
On your now, see what I can do.
Burning strike! Not on my watch! Pierce evil!
Look,
Freeze blade!
you're mine. Dragon form.
Tiger blade! Lion cowl!
Watch yourself.
Let's keep up
Incredible power. Here I go. Dry. I can't move.
Come on! You have to...
It's in your hands now.
Resuscitation!
Not done
Not
yet!
like this!
I'm only getting started!
No escape! You're finished!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss! I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Resuscitation!
Here, let me help!
Take this. Dragon form. Tornado drive. Elusive
Into the shadows! On guard! I'm ready!
Benediction light.
Perfect ready!
I've used too much.
Searing flame! Reload!
Here I come! No escape!
Tiger
Take
blade!
it! It's over!
Not on my watch!
It's all mine!
A thrilling performance.
Not today!
Catapult.
Strike!
Here,
Swallow blade! Double thieving back!
Take this!
Take it!
Handle it! Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
You're mine!
Fly! Look sharp!
It's over!
Freezer! Tiger blade!
No escape!
Perfect move!
Watch yourself.
Annihilation!
Sense incredible power.
Tiger blade! Now, back into the fray! That move!
Here comes a big one!
Gemini Aqua! By the power
Resonate
of
with the
water.
earth.
I'm not done!
No might.
Can't end here!
Forgive
You're
me.
mine!
This is my fault.
Dragon
Lunar
form!
corruption!
No escape!
Negative gate. On your knees.
Here goes! Where are you going? Perfect move!
The enemy's on the ropes!
We've got him where we want him.
It's time to end this battle!
Downfall!
Ignite!
Switch to
Elusive
offense!
deity.
Power of
Can you
water!
take it?
Blade! Dragon
Here
form!
goes!
Catapult! Dragon disc! Take it! Stardust! Catapult!
Flaming meteor! Perfect move! Tiger blade!
Can you take it?
Ready to go! Forward up! Gemini Aqua!
The everlasting darkness.
This-
Negative gate.
Going in! Take this! Tiger blade!
Take this.
You're mine!
I couldn't make it.
I did it.
Searing flame! Reload! Searing flame! Dragon punch can handle this!
Swallow blade! It's over!
Tiger blade!
Can you take it?
No! It can't end here!
Now you see what I can do. Catapult.
Take it! No escape!
Do it!
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
Does anyone else think this may be just a bit too tough for us?
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Okay.
Seriously?
Well,
What the?
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads. All done. Come and eat.
That's your 12th serving.
Damn, that's gotta be a record.
Even seeing it for myself, I can hardly believe it. Where is her body storing it all?
Oh, have you guys already had enough? Did you not like what I fixed?
No, it's just...
We're just amazed at how much you can wolf down.
Doesn't it hurt even a little? Aren't you feeling heartburn or something?
Oh, this is nothing. You know what they say, you always have more room for dinner.
I'm pretty sure that's what they say about dessert, actually.
Plus, this is Noki we're talking about. That stuff just sits in your stomach.
I swear I'll never understand you Renans.
Think we can take that thing?
No way. Forget about it.
Gotta break through! Take this!
Hey, go!
Where you stand! Dragon form!
Aim for the weak point! My God!
Take this! Slide! Dragon form! It's over! Review performance! You're mine! What the Rising Falcon!
Tiger Blade!
No escape! My turn! Swallow Blade! Damn it! Too fast! Stand back! I'll trip it up! You're finished! Not today! No further!
Going in!
Here I come! I'm not done!
Going in!
Swallow Blade!
Anything in armor is all mine! I can carve through armor!
No escape!
Ready to go!
Heal!
Far enough! On guard!
It's on! Not today! Catapult! You're mine!
Look sharp!
It's over!
Not in your dreams! Gemini Aqua!
This one is mine!
Allow me to help you.
Going in!
That's it! Lunar Blast!
Is this it?
Come on! You have to hold on!
You won't get away with that! Lunar
Guard
Blast! Lunar Blast!
Down! Your arms!
Lightning!
How about this?
From beyond,
Lunar Corruption! Tiger Blade! By the power of water! Searing Blade! Reload!
Thanks for the concern. Simple repayment for a favor I did. Use its weak point to take it down.
All together, everyone!
Locked in pain. Take this!
Swallow Blade!
Take that!
Flame of Fury! Let the marksman handle this!
Going in!
You're
Let me
mine!
help! Going
Now
in!
you see what I can do!
I owe you one.
Tiger Blade!
Order Aqua!
You're mine!
Don't mind if I do! I'm out of ammo!
Swallow Blade! This
Far
one's
enough!
all mine! Try harder! My turn!
Annihilation!
I'm not...
Let's
shot!
Burn!
Resonate with the earth.
Come on! Slash! Dragon Swarm! It's over!
This one's
Dragon
mine!
Swarm!
Going in!
Here, let me help! First
You're
aid!
mine!
I'm ready to
Take
go!
this!
There!
You're finished!
Help this!
Elusive deity!
Going in!
By the power of water!
Switch to offense!
Take this! You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Tiger Blade!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Benediction light.
Strike! You're finished! Double Demon Fang!
And just like that, I'm back in it. Start by holding the front
No
line.
further.
No sooner said than done.
I'm not... It's
This
over!
one's mine!
I'll face it!
This one's
Here I come!
mine.
Burn!
Gemini Aqua!
Any more of this and I'll burn out!
Not on my watch!
Dragon Swarm!
There! One more!
Elusive
Get by me.
A thrilling
Try
performance.
harder! My turn!
Can you take it?
No escape!
Rotating pile driver!
Double demon bang!
Into the shadows!
You're mine! It's over! Dragon form!
It looks like we made him mad!
Here I come!
Lightning!
I was overconfident.
How about this? From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with life, resuscitation.
Take this! It's over!
I'm thinking!
Armor won't save you. Elusive deity.
By the power of your water!
Can't move.
I'll heal you
Forgive. This is my fault.
Alright,
Healing circle!
I'll bring you back from
Ready,
death.
look sharp!
What more dreams? Resuscitation!
This one's
No arts are being interrupted. No further.
Here I come!
Searing flame! Reload!
Dragon form!
Lightning!
Resonate with the earth.
Shadow blade!
Stalagmite. On your
Here I come!
Tiger
If
blade!
we can
My head's spinning just once!
This ends now!
Denied!
I'm out!
Not today!
This one's mine!
You're mine!
Nice! We've almost got this!
Almost isn't quite there yet.
I like your attitude. I'm right with you, Captain.
rotating pile driver.
Lunar corruption!
From beyond,
shot.
imbue this vanquished soul with love.
Ready and will! Tiger blade!
I owe you one.
It looks like we made him mad!
There!
Negative resonate with the earth.
Reload!
It's over!
This one's here!
Let me heal!
Wits about you people!
Don't mind if I do!
Their arts were interrupted!
It's over!
This one's here!
Pierce the evil!
Hey, bitch! I couldn't make it in time.
This should do it!
Tiger blade!
Take it.
I'm not done! Dragon
Resonate
form!
with the earth. Another incantation ruined.
You're mine! Dragon swarm!
Lion cowl!
Swallow blade! It's over!
I can handle it!
Dragon form!
Glacial spear! Pierce the
You're
evil!
mine!
Freeze lancer!
This should do it! Take this!
There! One more!
Ready to ring!
One more! Tiger blade!
Lion cowl!
Save you!
Glacial spear! Pierce the evil!
Going in!
Where are you going?
On guard!
Here I come!
Searing flame! Reload! Magna ray!
It's on!
Can't be happening!
You'll pay for that! Burn in hell!
Crescent moon!
You're mine!
Tiger blade!
Dragon swarm!
Make it rain!
Look sharp!
Lightning tiger blade!
Good.
Really now. Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over.
I wonder what we'll find out there this time.
Most likely Zoogles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them.
Maha Xar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. If they try to get in our way, we'll take them down and...
Coming through!
Here I come!
Did you see this coming?
Spear!
Here's
You're mine! I'm not done!
If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay?
Take this!
Elusive can't get out of this!
It's over!
Tiger Blade! Pierce
No
Evil!
escape! Dragon Swarm!
Freeze Lancer!
Elusive heal! A comfortable win.
What's this thing?
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Pierce Evil!
Piercing roar!
You're mine!
Laser!
Blade! I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Retreat if you know what's good for you. Elusive deity!
Swallow Blade!
Rotating pile driver!
Tiger Blade!
This one's all mine!
Lunar Corruption!
Take this!
Excellent technique. How are your way? Best not to give me any ideas.
Over so soon?
Look, Hoodle! One of your buddies!
Let's see what you've got.
Here I come!
Glacial Spear! Pierce Evil!
Crescent Moon! Bring down! You're off!
You're finished!
Negative
Dragon Form!
Tiger Blade!
Slash! Dragon Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
It's on!
This one's
This
mine!
one keeps charging us!
That's
I'm
what my
ready!
shield's for! Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you! No escape!
Make it rain!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
The heavens must be smiling.
There's something in the water. I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Ren and eyes. Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble. I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod. You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done.
I hope we catch something decent.
Indeed. Hungry bellies are counting on this. Ha! Not my lucky day, I guess. All right. I'll get you next time. There's a nice breeze here. Reel it in. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Not too shabby, friend.
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins. Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us. Okay!
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just doing my job. No need to thank me.
Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it. I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that.
This shall suffice. Please, everyone, have as much as you like.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? You worried about what's going on with Menancia?
What makes you think that?
Well, you were speaking to Kisara earlier, weren't you?
It's rude to listen in on others, you know.
Sorry. I didn't hear what you two were actually talking about, though. I just figured it was Menancia since it was the two of you.
I am but a former lord who has abandoned his post. I'm no longer in a position to lead the realm in any capacity whatsoever. Yet Kisara still seeks out my opinions, knowing full well that is the case. This despite the fact I am no longer her master either.
Couldn't it be precisely because you're not her master anymore? It's natural for friends to want to hear each other's opinions.
I hadn't considered that possibility.
It's funny what you miss sometimes.
Hardly uncommon among artistic types such as myself. When lordships are decided based solely on one's astral energy, it can lead to funny results.
But even so, you still took your job as lord seriously, didn't you?
Certainly. I learned to perform my functions. However, I was less interested in ruling, so much as avoiding life and death decisions. Of course, such a mentality in the end led only to sickening pain and death taking place elsewhere out of sight. I pretended not to see or hear any of it, content to let our supposed peace and equality keep me blind and deaf to reality. I was a fool.
But you're making amends.
I would like to think so. The path ahead is dark, yet I still walk on. I merely pray that I shan't fall down any holes along the way. Do you mind watching our camp tonight? Shall we get moving? Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman, and this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danan, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danans in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
We seem to have come across something a little unusual.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough! It's almost done! Dragon Swarm!
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Look sharp!
In a bind?
I'm also good with airborne targets.
You're finished!
Nothing gets by me!
Damn it!
Reload!
Take this! It's over!
I can carve through armor!
You're mine!
Going in! Pierce evil! This one!
Swallow Blade!
Ready! Tiger Blade!
You picked the wrong fight! You're mine!
Ground and
You're
pound!
finished!
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
Slash!
This
You'll
one's
do
mine!
this fast! I'm ready! Totally! In an instant! Impact Block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Not in your dreams. I'm only getting started.
Make it rain!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Now!
If it's in the sky,
Rising
it's
Falcon!
mine!
I'm ready! Sora! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
I won't rest until I'm the best I can be.
Still striving to be on par with the Lord?
You simply can't be too strong when battle is a part of your everyday.
All right.
There's nowhere to run from my heart.
If he slows down, that's our chance!
It's like trying to keep up with a wolf!
Dragon Swarm!
Can't get out of this!
Here I come! It's over!
Here's the evil!
Elusive deity!
Dragon Swarm!
Go ahead! Crescent moon!
Resonate with the earth!
Tiger blade!
Okay, in a bind?
Here I come!
It's over! Igneous discard!
No further!
This one is mine!
Power blade!
Take this! Tiger blade!
You're finished!
Now we're not.
Here I come!
No further!
You're finished! Here I come! You're finished! Dragon Swarm!
This one's mine!
Prepare to be seized! Take this!
Tiger
It's
blade!
over!
Detonado!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the pummeling to me.
Okay! Dragon Swarm! Swallow Blade!
Time to shine!
Take this! Can't get out of this!
You're mine!
Glacial spear! Here's the evil!
Slash! Dragon Swarm!
Freeze
Take a break! In an instant! Impact Claw! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Dragon Swarm! You're mine! Slash! Double Demon Fang!
I'm ready! Take! Blow them away!
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danon history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course. What a sweet-sounding ring it has.
You really think so?
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
Leave the agile ones to me.
Tiger Blade!
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
The enemy needs ours too.
We'll soon see about that.
Prepare to be sealed. Actually, that sound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Here I come! Strike! Burn!
Going in.
Can't get out of this!
Do it!
It's over! Remove!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Everlasting darkness.
Will this help? Confiscating!
Look shot! Here I come!
Discharge! Healing circle!
Appreciate the help. And just like that, I'm back in it. I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Take this! You're finished!
I thought you were going to wreck it.
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
I should be of some use to us now.
You weren't exactly dead weight before.
Except in regard to doing basic chores.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough!
Armor won't save you!
Strike!
Excellent beach. My spec.
Eternal devastation!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
My turn!
Stay
Here
calm.
goes!
I shall provide assistance.
Make it rain!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this. It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then?
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Look sharp! It's a duel of the arts!
Denied!
Now I can let loose! Got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
I'm ready!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
I shall ensure you survive this.
Leave the enemy's art to me!
No place here!
You're mine! Swarm Blade! Dragon Swarm! It's over!
Can't get out of this!
Lunar Tiger
You're
Blade!
mine! You're finished!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
I'll clear the way through.
Here goes!
It's over!
By the power of
Let's see what I can do.
Detonado!
Take this!
On your
Where are you going?
You're finished! Swallow Blade!
Lightning!
Here I come!
Don't worry.
It's over!
Make it rain!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
You're finished!
This one's mine!
It's on! Burn in hell!
elusive deity.
Make it rain!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Searing
Not
flame!
a chance! It's over!
Look sharp!
Dragon Swarm!
Nothing gets by me!
Do it!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Out of our way!
You're mine!
Denied! Lightning, get behind me!
Take this!
Can handle this.
This
Begin! You're mine! You're mine! It's too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Now you see what I can do!
I'm not done! Burn in hell!
On your knees.
An astral art?
In a
That's
vine?
my cue.
Look sharp.
Shut him down!
Where was I?
Dragon Swarm!
Do it!
Save me! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely
not
timed
That's
waltz.
extreme.
Power
Here they
surges
come!
through me.
It's over! This time,
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
It's over! Dragon Swarm! Take this! It's over! You're mine! You're finished!
Annihilation! Mega Ray!
On your knees.
You're mine!
Only the best materials in your garments.
You really do have quite the discerning eye, Dohalim.
Yeah, they all kind of look the same to me.
Hey, new equipment!
More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
This one will be difficult to predict.
Denied!
It's on! It's over! Eat their
Where are you going? This one's mine!
Can you take it?
Where are you going?
It's over!
Now or never.
Dragon Swarm! I'm ready! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Rising Falcon!
Piercing Eagle!
Take this!
Make it rain!
Ready! Freeze Lancer!
Elusive deity.
Here I come!
I need to be stronger.
What's this thing?
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Swallow Blade! This one's all mine! Take this! Burn!
Elusive deity!
Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
I can save you!
It's over!
Can you take it?
Dragon ready! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
My turn! Blue escape! Rising Falcon! Slash!
Make it rain!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
This could be useful. I've built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
Phew! What a rush!
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that.
Out of our way! Denied!
Negative
Piercing roar!
We're coming through!
Take this! It's on!
This one's mine!
Eat this!
Reload!
Tiger Blade!
Alright!
was I?
Much obliged.
Here, let me help.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Will this
My turn! Here I come!
Going in.
You're finished!
In a bind?
Rising Falcon!
Tiger Blade!
Swallow Blade! Crush!
Go time!
Make it red! In an instant! Impact Block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
I can feel my power growing!
Lost!
Take this! It's over!
Don't mind if I do. Art expert coming through. Into the shadows.
Take this!
Did you see this coming?
It is over!
Mega Ray!
Slash! Swallow Blade!
Power of water! Nothing gets by me.
Armor won't save you!
Excited. You're
This
mine.
one's all mine!
Tiger Blade.
Here I come!
Hidden power.
Dragon Swarm! Megasonic Thrust! Shockwave Slash! Eat this! We did it! My turn! You're
Going
finished!
in. By the power of water.
Dragon Swarm!
Time's battle has turned in our favor.
Then let's get serious.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
This one's mine.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Good to know my training is paying off.
Right, here goes! You're mine!
Where are you going? Aw,
You're
too shy
finished.
to come over?
This one's all
Here,
mine!
let's hit hell.
Burn!
Here!
Take this! You're finished! Swallow Blade!
Going in.
Take this!
In a bind?
Tiger Blade!
Do it. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Begin!
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Too shy to come over?
I'm ready! Go! In an instant! Impact Block!
So I still had room to grow.
No choice!
Ready and ready!
It's over.
Armor won't save you!
Going in.
You're mine!
Deity! Rotating pile drive!
Tiger Blade.
Tornado drive!
Not on my watch.
Begin!
Eat dirt!
Take this!
Come one, come all!
Tiger Blade!
I'm ready! Go!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
My turn! You're mine!
This one's
It's
mine.
over! Rising Falcon! Here I come!
Look sharp!
You're finished!
Leave the torch!
I'm ready!
Watson, this ends now.
Consider yourself finished! That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
Through these lands most verdant green, my eyes alight for sights unseen. In Menancia, pure and pristine.
What is it you see exactly?
That's not for me to say.
Hey, what do you say we fight that shining enemy?
I'll clear the way through.
I've got your back!
Can't get out of this!
No escape!
This one's mine! Denied!
Take this!
Like mine to the flame!
Dragon Swarm!
Look sharp!
Take this! It's over!
Let the marksman
Rising
handle
Falcon!
this.
Negative gate!
This one's mine. Going in.
Take it! Strike! Burn it down!
Their arms were interrupted.
Where are you going?
I think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it's over.
Ha! Who did it?
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
My turn!
Here goes!
Switch Regenerate!
Searing flame! Reload!
Take to the fray! Shield
Lunar
and
correction!
armor won't save you! Make it rain!
Generate up!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Thank goodness we won.
Guess I misread the landing.
No choice. Here I come! You're finished! A new melody!
Searing flame! Reload!
Burn in hell!
Will this help?
Slash! Swallow blade! Slash!
Healing circle!
Appreciate that.
Got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle
Just like that, I'm back in it.
All yours!
Start by holding the front line. No sooner said than done.
Dragon Swarm!
Do it!
Remove!
Astral energy!
Say no more! My turn!
Leave the chargers to me.
It's over!
Far enough.
Prepare to be sealed! I'm ready! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
That enemy looks strong. I bet it'll be worth our while to fight it.
It'll take more than that to break my shield.
Dependable on the last.
This one's mine.
Here I go! Where are you going?
Flying free!
What can be doing it still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Swallow blade! It's over!
Freeze laser!
You're mine!
Make it rain!
Totally! And in an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Finally timed well.
Rising Falcon!
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back. Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Menancia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes. I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag-Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already! I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Been looking for you.
For me? Why?
He's tough.
Who are you? Said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you? It's over!
Can you take it? Dance on the wind!
Here I come!
Art expert coming through.
Burn in hell!
Use its weak point to take it down.
All together, everyone!
Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
You're finished!
Take this on your knees.
Here I go. On it down. I can handle it.
No luck here. Great benediction light.
Glacial spear. Pierce evil.
Now I can
Going in.
Here I come!
Here, let me
no
help.
further. Pathetic.
First aid.
Dance on the wind. Entertain on your
Armor won't save you!
Down slow.
Going in. Air pressure.
Take your time. Reload.
Going in!
Strike! Burn it!
Show me your strength.
Weaken.
Okay, this ends now!
Ready to go.
On your knees.
The power of light!
Die.
Healing circle.
Enjoy.
Their arms were interrupted!
Can't move.
Come on! You have
Take
to
it.
hold on!
Healing
From
circle.
beyond.
Light up the
Imbue
door.
this
Rhythm
vanquished
marksman.
soul.
Take this.
You could use a hand!
From beyond.
Guardian
Imbue
Buddha.
this vanquished soul.
Here,
and
let me help.
take
Walk.
it.
First aid.
In your death. I owe you one.
Here
Art is being
comes
interrupted.
fury. Burning strike.
Dance on the wind.
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die.
time.
Shion, wake up, please!
Alphen?
Shion!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine, really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nias, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest.
Hey. How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain, but you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just... that big tower over there?
We should be able to cook here.
Just how well balanced this thing is.
I'm exhausted.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law? I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
That turned out good, if I do say so myself. Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now, it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind, either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
landing. Not this way, I guess. Not this way, I guess.
Airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
On your
Piercing roar! You're finished!
Your blade moves like silk. I just let my instincts take over. How fast?
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more public.
Make it rain!
Cut them apart.
In an instant! Impact block!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Right, here goes! Here I come!
Forward up!
You're finished!
Burning strike!
Dragon form!
Here's evil!
Flash! Here I
Freeze
come!
Lancer!
Swallow blade!
Flying free! What's in the sky is mine!
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
In an instant! Impact block!
I feel sprightlier than before.
Gotta break through! Take this!
Where are you going?
I'm not done! Nah!
This
You're
one's
mine!
mine! Radiant strike here! I never miss!
This one's all mine!
Make it rain! Neon, astral energy! Full throttle!
My turn!
Stay calm.
You're mine!
I shall provide
Got
assistance.
fire!
I've got this! Let him burst!
It's over! All yours! I'm ready! Sora! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Burn in hell!
Lightning! Flaming meteor!
Rising Falcon!
Burning!
This could be useful.
Guess I misread the link.
No choice.
In a bind?
Going in! Burning!
Dragon
Glacial
form!
fear! Here's evil! Palpatine! Tiger
Swallow blade! Eternal devastation!
Lunar corruption!
You wanna play? Come at me! Their arcs were interrupted! Make it rain!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
My turn! Take this! You're finished! Rising Falcon! You're mine! Engulf you! Dragon Swarm! Thrust! Going in! Far enough! I'm ready!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Like we're gonna lose to small fry. Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renan district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there...
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renans, right? That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris... Do you think it could be the work of Renan astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened. Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shionna's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.